Okay. Welcome back to the show. Your host, DonLexy, here with another live reaction. Audio seems to be good. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Y'all know the rules. Hit the subscribe button as you come into the room. Also, with the notification bell so you can be notified every single time we post content like this. We go live often in the afternoon to get you through your workday, through your lunch break. This is going to be a great show. The feature presentation, oh my goodness. We're only going to do two archetypes. That's how anxious I am to get over to the feature presentation. I think she stepped on every single landmine you can step on when it comes to these kind of conversations. We're going to get into it. We're going to break it down. You guys know the rules. We're looking for a show sponsor. Everything over 20 qualifies. We haven't hit goal in a while. I want to do more shows, so let's come out and support the show. Hit the like button on your way into the room. That's a free way to support. Also hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. We've been seeing a little bit of decline in the channel. I got a little bit candid about my beliefs on politics and some things, and some people have decided to leave the channel, which is fine. But in height of that, I'm hoping to bring some new people into the channel. So hit the subscribe button if you're new to the platform, if you're looking for daily dating and relationship conversations like these. Nobody does it the way we do it over here, all right? Let's get into it. Let's reach that goal of $100 in the Cash App so we can show up here tomorrow and get it in once more. Let's get it, y'all. Let's go ahead and start the show. Drop those locations. Let's get it. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Welcome. In Thanksgiving spirit. Building, let's get it. Birmingham in the building, let's get it. Let's go, baby. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Fill the room. Columbus, South Carolina, let's get it. Happy Thanksgiving. Let's get it. What's up, RM? You good? I'm gonna pour myself some water. Good show on this Thanksgiving holiday. Hit the like button. Let's get it. We already got our first Cash App of the day. Let's go, baby. Who's in the house? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Let's stay at 50. Let's go. I'm here. I'm here.
Go back to...
I'm sorry that this is the archetype we gotta cover first. My bad. I know y'all be wanting baddies and stuff, but this is what we got. Respectfully. It's like wild. It's wild that we're even here. Y'all better not overeat. Happy Thanksgiving. Fit to own. What's up? What's up, DJ Mitric, Uptown, Calvin, RM, best moderator on YouTube. Let's get it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to Mick for dropping 10. Nick said, thanks, much love. Thank you, my brother. What's up? We got somebody tuning in from Thailand. Let's get it. International. Let's go. That's what Kendra said. Kendra said, we international. We international too. Let's get it. Let's go. Small portions. Jay Lee says small portions, lady. That's facts. That's facts. Now, when having this long conversation about BWs, the older women being far less marriageable than the younger women, boy, does this call put it into perspective. But that wasn't the only problem. That wasn't the only problem. Usually in these conversations, we see an issue with women in delusion and entitlement, like the feature presentation. Definitely stay to the end of the show for that. But this is just a case of a complete lack of self-awareness. We broke down a lot of different archetypes like this where the person just doesn't see themselves for themselves. And it's really interesting when you analyze it. It's fascinating from a psychological standpoint, these sort of episodes, because it puts into perspective why a lot of our women are so lost. If they're being led by these kind of women, or if older women approaching 60 or 70 years old even think 20% like this woman, like the younger women were in trouble. That's why the younger women from 19 to 26, they're abandoning the older women and what they have to say. And they're starting to listen to men who have things to say on dating and relationship shows. That's why the younger women are starting to sound more marriageable, because they're coming from the podcast era. They're coming from the men advocacy era, where dating and relationships is one of the only things that go viral. And then when it goes viral, they listen. They say, oh, why she make that mistake? Why does she sound delusional? So on and so forth. And instead of being triggered, the younger women usually make changes and adjustments. And then they come on to shows like Kendra G and other platforms sounding far more marriageable than the women who are over 50. That's just something that I've noticed. This call speaks for itself. It's borderline going viral, as well as it should, because it's just unreal comical delusion. And as much as I wanted to break down something more insightful, this is just something I couldn't gloss over. So we're gonna break this down, and then I'm gonna spend the whole entire show on the feature presentation, and it's worth the whole show. It's a 20-minute call, and we're going to do the whole show on the call, and it's worth it. So let's go ahead and break down this and get this out of the way. Cash App, stop the show if you have anything that you want to say and add to the conversation. If you want to make sure for certain that the audience hears it, drop it in the Cash App, and I will let them know. Let's reach that goal of $100. I'm trying to do as many live streams as I can this month. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's spin the clip.
Ooh. Hi.
Hi, Kendra.
Hi, baby. Your name is Carol?
Yeah.
Carol, where you calling me from, sweetheart?
Lancaster, California.
Okay. How old are you, love?
72.
72? You look younger than 72.
I feel.
Stop lying, Kendra. Now, for all the young, there's something that I noticed about you, Kendra. The younger women who come in, you're very candid with them when they're far from reality, but the older women, you give a disgusting amount of grace to. This woman does not look younger than 70 years old. Believe it or not, this is not the most asinine thing said during this exchange. Let's continue.
Okay, stay in the light, Carol, honey.
Okay.
Can you turn your TV or your music off?
Okay.
What's up, Tweaker?
All right.
That Sharp International.
All right, you want to face the light. Can you face that light behind you?
Yeah.
We're almost at
stay like that.
80 people.
Okay.
Okay,
Hit the
Carol,
like button.
72. Are you retired, honey?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any kids?
I have two.
How old are your two children?
My oldest is 55 and my youngest is 42.
Ooh.
Okay.
No.
Have you ever been married?
Twice.
Twice. Carol, can you stay? You're too close to the middle. Move over. There you go. Stay right.
Right here?
No, that's too close to the middle. That's good.
Crip keep.
Well, you
Right
keep
here.
moving. Right there. Can you stop
Okay.
moving? Okay, stop moving. So
All
Carol,
right.
Lancaster, California, 72, retired, mom of 2 kids, married twice. Do they have 2 different daddies?
Different daddies.
And you married both of their daddies?
No, I didn't marry none of their daddies.
Oh, you just married 2 entirely different men.
Right.
When did you get divorced last?
Back in '89.
Oh, okay. All right, what's your zodiac sign?
Pisces.
Pisces. All right. So we got Carol, Lancaster, California, 72, Pisces, retired, mom of 2 kids, was married twice. What kind of man you looking for, Carol?
I'm looking for an honest man, and I'm not looking for a narcissist. Because I just got out of an abusive relationship with a narcissist. He tried to control me, but I would not have it. I went no contact.
Buy a dog, die alone.
Again, no way that they can lead the women if they're listening to other delusional, lonely women who have put this narcissist rhetoric out in the dating market. Always tell me, and any woman who says the word narcissist, just stop dealing with her. She doesn't even know what the word narcissist means, and she's just using it loosely. That's actually a real psychological term, being used far too loosely by BWs. And then the part, my favorite part was when she said, he was trying to control me. What black women think is controlling is when a man says, hey, don't wear that out in public, because if somebody harasses you, you're going to want me to come follow up. So how about wear something that isn't revealing out? And black women think that that's controlling because they don't know what it takes to be a wife and a win in the dating market. So when black women deal with men who have direction and order and instructions, they see it as controlling, because in their mind, someone's going to accept them and allow them to do whatever they want. Let's go ahead and continue.
You went no contact. That's how you got out of that.
Right.
Okay, well, good for you. Okay, you have any deal breakers?
My deal breakers, no narcissists, no man on drugs. That's about it.
No man on drugs. Okay.
Right.
Sure we're not projecting here? Because again, you know what? I'm not even going to say it. Let's continue.
Okay, should he look a certain way?
Well, looks ain't everything. It's what about he can do for you.
Okay, what do you want him to do for you?
Just to be nice, kind, sweet, loving, caring.
Okay.
Because love don't hurt. Love ain't supposed to hurt.
Not supposed
Love's
to hurt.
supposed to feel good.
You're right, Carol. So
Again, I love the accidental exposing of the bad paradigm. She says love's supposed to feel good. Now we're starting to get down to the crux of why so many BWs have issues in relationships and in marriages, is because when they stop feeling stimulated emotionally, they believe it's time to go move on to another Johnson. And that's just not how your family tree was built up. People weren't this flimsy. People didn't get unhappy and then divorce, get unhappy and then go do something for themselves. See, men will be in relationships where their woman is like overweight, maybe even starting to slip in certain areas for the sake of his children and his family's happiness. Women, when they're emotional and they feel unstimulated by the man or they feel unloved by the man, they don't even care if their kids have a dad in their life anymore. And that's real spill. And that's about all of you. That's most of you. That's most women. And most women don't know that that's you because you just haven't really been pushed to that point yet. But that's who you are. And it's really sad when you see the older women behave like this because, again, you start to see that the younger women never had real mentorship from the older women. How you doing, Marzan? How you guys doing? Deshaun, what's up, man? How you guys doing today? Happy Thanksgiving. Glad that you guys would join me on your holiday. Hope y'all are spending good time with your family and eating. Just don't overeat.
Oh, should he make a certain amount of money?
Well, money ain't everything, you know. It doesn't matter. As long as he can take care of himself.
Let's do the Kendra Cam, Carol.
Okay.
We gotta be able to see your legs, honey.
You see my legs?
Yes. Okay.
I got on my pajamas.
Okay.
Whoa.
Carol, when was your last relationship, sweetheart?
Whoa.
Like 2 months ago.
Okay. 2 months ago. You don't have to answer. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I'd rather not say.
Okay.
Ooh wee.
3 flaws we have to work on, Carol.
I have to work on not being so nice.
Whew, somebody cracked that less than a month ago. Oh my Lord.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
I meant to hit the quiet laugh button. That's a sound for the baddies. Marasan, I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, says showing support, keep the shows coming. I will. I love that we get a lot of support from Black women because shows like this take such a bad rap. Even from people like Kendra G. Like if Kendra G were to talk about me, she called me a Black woman basher. All of my enemies are like, he hates Black women. I'm like, what? What have I done? What have I done in the show that I hate Black women? If you're honest with the women in your community, it's like a punishment of magnitudes you could never possibly fathom. Like, and I don't know. I guess it's just the rebel in me. I'm not gonna be silenced. I much love. Daniel G says, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. He dropped a 5. Much love. Somebody says, cracked it for 40. 2. Dave Chappelle, that stand-up 2. Yeah, $2. Okay. Let's get back into it. Women never say, just never decline the answer. Pretty much. If you like, yeah, don't decline the answer. Don't decline the answer. It looks bad either way.
Not being patient. That's about it. That's all I can think of right now.
So not being so nice and being more patient.
Right.
Okay.
And stop saying what's on my mind, because I get to talking and saying what's on my mind.
Okay. Okay. Carol, what's the age range you want to date?
I say between, since I don't look my age, everybody asking me for my ID all the time.
Your pardon?
So I say from,
Shaming yourself. Ain't nobody shame.
Again, now this opens up a conversation about like women and how they're horrible friends with one another. This stuff doesn't happen by mistake. I want to tell you exactly how stuff like this happens. Stuff like this happens because women aren't honest with each other. She's probably had 4 or 5 women who say, yeah, girl, you do not look 71. Yeah, because she's in that energy, like, lie to me, bitch. So once you're in that lie to me, bitch energy, women will feed that. And this is why women can't help one another in dating and relationships, and why the women like Jay Lee and the women like Marisan and the women who come to these platforms for the hard truth, they're the wiser women in the dating market. The women who hang around other women, they're probably more invested in losing than the next, because they'll tell you that you look 45 when you for 71, and really you actually look 71. And they'll keep the truth in their brain and not let you know that they know the truth. It's very awful. It's almost malicious. Much love to Donald Banks. He says, Thon, I want to invite you to my wedding in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Oh, brother, I would love to come. I would love to come. Just make sure that I'm safe out there. You know what I mean? You know, email me. When, you know, love weddings. Love weddings. Love weddings. Definitely looking forward to going to Tanzania. Much love for that support as well. Whew, that'd be amazing. Again, Very discouraging, very disappointing to see this. Let's go ahead and finish this off.
They ask you for your ID because they don't believe you 72?
No. My kids, I look younger than my kids.
I beg your pardon?
Well, if you look younger than your kids, what do they look like? Like, do they look like corpses? Like, there was this thing that surfaced recently, a few days ago. They're like one of the oldest reported human beings. I think he just passed the Guinness Book of World Records. And all it did was like validate to me that like, yeah, I don't want to live over 100. Like, have you seen someone over 100 years old? It looks like they don't even look alive. Like it's almost just unethical for them to still be alive. I mean, he couldn't even move. He basically was a skeleton with skin wrapped around it, and all that was moving was like his eyes. He didn't even know he was being interviewed. It was one of the saddest things I've ever seen. Ma'am, if your kids look older, if your kids look older than you, ma'am, they look 100 years old. Possibly older. Like, I'm pretty sure you don't know how old you look. Like, generally. And like I said, I like to go back to how women don't tell one another the truth. This delusion isn't possible without other women validating the delusion. They knew you would have a moment like this where somebody like me who doesn't give a damn would call it out, and it would be a humiliating moment for you, but they didn't care. It was more important to make you feel good in the present. See, women are only supporting each other in the short term, about 3 inches ahead. When we talk to women about relationships, we're trying to see to it that you win. That's why you can't trust your female companions when they try to help you with dating relationships. They don't mean you any harm. They just don't have anything to give you. That's the truth. They just don't have nothing to give you. They don't have anything valuable to show you about dating and relationships. Talking about your kid, and then why would you even shade your kids like that? Like, shame on you. Like, and see, you set them up for an attack by me, because if they truly do look older than you, I have every right to assume that they're on drugs. Right? Because that's the only way that should be scientifically possible. For them to be, I'm going to assume all 3 of you are possibly on the ooh-wee. And why wouldn't I? Especially when you older chicks like look old, but y'all can move fast and stuff. I'll be like, I'm from the hood. I know what that means. I know what that means. When you're old looking and you're like 95, but you can move really, really good and you can still run and stuff and go work at a factory. Don isn't as green as he appears. Winston Cobretta says, damn, this is hard to watch. And the proof in Kendra's face. Check her ID, man. They said, Thon, you can stop right there. Like, they can't even take it. They can barely even take it. But it got worse. Hold on.
Okay, so I would date, I say, between 60 and maybe 65, 70. Okay. I don't want no old man, because old men, all they want to do is lay in the bed. It's time for me to get out there and travel.
Travel issue. And any man who's sick, like, men, you think men who are 60, like, man, what world do you live in? What makes you think that men who are 60 don't have they haven't earned the right to want to sit still a little bit? See, it's you women who haven't fulfilled yourself as a woman, and you put your womanhood to the back end. Now you're trying to be a woman when you're supposed to be an old lady, and now you want men to be old and also childish. It's not gonna work, man. And leave these 60-year-old men alone. Like, they want to sit down, they want to lay down. And the truth is, ma'am, you don't have the physical package to make a man who's 60 just have to hop up and go get on a plane, ma'am. I'm sorry. Like, you are not killing it like you think you're killing it. I'm trying to be very gracious, because I know you're probably somebody's grandmother or something. But still, it's just this is hard to watch.
See the world.
So you want a man that can travel and see the world with you?
Right.
Okay. Okay. Now, 60 to 70, you said?
Uh-huh.
60 to 70. Should he be in Lancaster, California?
Nah, ain't nothing to do in Lancaster.
So you'll travel for love?
He have to travel to me. I'm not traveling for love.
Buy a dog, die alone.
I can't take this anymore. Time to move on to the feature presentation. This woman's absolutely out of her mind. I feel bad for black men. But if that call made you feel bad for the horrible prospects that are potentially out there for us, this is going to really put it into perspective. When I tell you this is one of the worst women who have ever called in a Kendra G show. If you've ever watched one of these shows, you definitely are in the right place today. Today, you're in the right place. There might have been times where you come to this show and it might not have been worth your time depending on the archetype we chose for that day. It might have been for someone else. This one, pretty much every woman and man can learn from. Seriously. This woman made so many mistakes during this conversation and stunk the place up so poorly that I wanted to do 2 more archetypes today, but I had to make sure that I extracted this call for everything that I could. This is exactly why we do this, people. This is why there are so many women out there saying, oh, I don't like men who do dating and relationship conversations and who got a podcast and whatever. They don't like it because they want to be able to talk like this again. They want to be able to be as delusional as they want to be. They want to be able to act like men are something that comes down an assembly line for them to pick off of, and they can just choose a guy who tailors to their masculine life. This call is going to get very real, very interesting. Again, you women in the medical field, flight attendants, medical assistants, you all are some of the worst women in the dating market. Outside of Fantasy Island Girl, military women, you're all some of the worst, most masculine. I think I'm going to tell a man exactly how he's going to love me, but I'm still going to respect him as a man, even though that ain't never happened ever anywhere. You only see that from women who work in these flight attendants, these women who are real estate agents and real estate investors, realtors, medical, women who work in the medical field, especially your nurses. They're working far too many hours to ever be anything valuable to a man. So as they're running off their laundry list of everything that they think that they are owed by a woman, by a potential mate, they haven't even addressed the elephant in the room, which is how in the hell are you going to bring anything to the table? And you're working far more hours to make your 6K than I am to make mine. And that makes me, if I'm a better version of what you are, I'm a man who makes that in a far more efficient manner. Like if I'm a podcaster who does a show for an hour a day and still can bring in 6 figures, and you have to work all day to get yours, that's smart money versus hard working money, busy money. We're going to get into it. Lawyers as well. Women who are lawyers also. Much love to Colosum. He says, now that was hilarious. Not a Travelicia. Happy Thanksgiving. Much love. Thank you. Appreciate your contribution to the show.
Somebody who's loyal, reliable, and a provider.
Loyal, reliable, and a provider. Provider to you means what?
Like, I can make my own money, but as long as you making my life easier in some way, some child.
I beg
Do you want
your
to pay
pardon.
your bills?
No, just my necessities, the small things, hair, nails, lashes. I got my
Okay,
big bills.
you can take care of the bill.
Now, I've heard this from other women in the dating market as well. Another thing that I've heard women say is I got my bills. All you need to do is be able to please me in bed, which is also foolish as hell. The problem with Western women, and in particular BWs, they think that they're going to get a man and they're going to be able to pick from him what what they want from him, like what parts of him that have value they think they're going to get to extract each individual piece, and then all the other things that he has to bring to the table. She's just not going to pay attention to those things. She's just like, man, really all I need is my nails and whatever. Ladies of all calibers, of all rankings, we are not here to supplement your life in any way. Men don't mind paying everything. It just has to be for the right woman. It just got to be for the right woman. As long as it's for the right woman, we don't mind paying it. Because it's the right woman. She's available to us. She's fit. She's feminine. She's cooperative. It's not hard to get her to get on my page. She knows how to give me space when I need it. She's learned me. She's not just around me just to be around me. She's actually learned me and figured out how to deal with me and deal with me in my worst shape better than anyone else. A woman who's earned her position. Let's go ahead and continue.
But you want hair now, lash money.
Exactly. All my necessities, a massage and all that good stuff. I got my big bills.
Massage.
You got the big bills. Okay.
You smoking.
Okay. Just the small bills, fellas. What's your deal breakers?
Kids under 5.
Kids under 5. Okay.
More than one baby mom.
Okay.
And no job. Nothing going for themselves.
Well, you got to have a job because you got to pay for your hair and nails.
No job. Like, that's the deal breaker. Gotta have a job.
Okay.
Brendan says, that's the problem with y'all bras. Y'all think that men are here to make your life easier, but God didn't intend it that way. Bible says women are made for man, not the other way around. And even outside of a biblical perspective, it's obvious that women are here to assist men in a helpmate type of way, just like it says biblically. Women are happier historically when they're in a helpmate position. Before, when women were fighting for feminism in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, when they were when they were the first women who started bringing that up, they don't talk about the overwhelming amount of women who were adamantly against it and were like, you women need to be quiet. I'm perfectly fine being under the thumb of my husband. Why are y'all trying to do this? Why do y'all want to go be men? I'm good. Speak for yourself. A lot of y'all who are talking this stuff are butchy women who wasn't gonna get a man anyway. It was the same then. It was just butchy, untouchable women from the 1930s. It was the same thing. They weren't any better than like the feminist women of today. They're always women where you look at them, they were like, oh, you wasn't even getting a man anyway. Problem is they bought in. And now women are acting masculine. Women are trying to take a masculine position in the conversation. They're like, how can you come in and make things easy for me? It's like, no, that's your job. See? Proof that you're not a feminine woman. You're masculine. This is why you probably have had an opportunity with a high value guy or another. You end up being a side chick or a recreational use because he realized you didn't have anything to offer. And you weren't even looking to. You had like an attitude with it as well. He got to move on.
Your own place.
Say again?
Everything.
Your own place. Could he have?
He can.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
He should be tall and black.
Tall and black. Okay.
He don't gotta be the cutest, but like the other girl said, not medium ugly, but like medium cute-ish.
He got.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
We have people tuning in with sensitive ears. Y'all gonna be in for a long show because we're gonna be AKing her a lot. I'm tired of hearing this medium ugly crap. Like women are like, I don't want my man medium ugly. Do y'all think that medium ugly men or men who you perceive to be medium ugly, do you think that they conduct themselves any different than any other men in the dating market? They're still the same kind of man. Y'all think that if y'all get a man who isn't a pretty boy, he's far less likely to cheat on you or do the things that other men typically have always done. You're wrong. And then when he proves to you that he's just like every other man, you want to insult him and abuse him and say, I gave your ugly ass a chance. How dare you? The nerve, as if. And you're the one who's actually morally and ethically in the wrong place. You assumed he would be anything different than any other man because, You didn't think he was pretty. That makes you an idiot. That don't make him a bad person. And a lot of times when ugly guys feel that energy on you guys, they go ahead and cheat on y'all just to prove that point. It's like subconscious resentment that they have to get off. Like, let me show you that I'll crack something. And especially guys who aren't pretty, who got money. Like, who are you talking to? Divine Photo says, she's egregious. She's a grown woman acting as if a man owes her something. Like, you an adult. You don't grow old just to be treated like a kid. Absolutely. That's a great comment. Thank you, Divine Photos. And that's absolutely true. You don't become an adult just to be like, you know what? I cover, and it's funny for y'all to be this independent woman. I do everything by myself. I don't need a man. Just to be like, come in and make my life easy, please. Like, make things better for me. Well, actually, that's not even the energy. Black women are like, well, if you're going to come into my life, you're going to have to take something off me. Because the last dude just tried to use me. And she's going to expose, too, that most of this stuff has something to do with the fact that she deals with the wrong guys.
He could be medium ugly, but his pocketbook can't, or his bank account can't.
Exactly.
So should he make a certain amount of money?
He can make 6 figures.
Buy a dog, die alone.
Again, what does a guy who makes 6 figures have use for a busy woman? A busy woman who isn't even looking to be all the way provided for. So I make 6 figures, and I worked hard to be one of the rarest men in the dating market just so that I could get a woman who all I have to do is pay her hair, nails, and lashes. See, men become that kind of man so that they can provide. See, I truly believe black women take these positions from a place of subconsciously wanting to do less for the man over time. So if they come in asking for a little, the man can't ask for a lot. But see, that's not a good way to look at the dating market. It's not wise. It's not reasonable. This is how you'll certainly fail. Saying, you know what? I'll just ask guys. Guys are expecting this, and that from a woman. I don't want to do that. So I'll only ask for a little bit. So we only have to give a little bit of ourselves. There aren't men who make 100K and have gotten to that place in their life just to where in their relationships, they'll go halfway and I'll get in something that's kind of like a relationship. See, if a man values you, like truly values you, he'll want to pay all your bills. If you have value, if you're that woman, you don't have to play these games. You see?
Would you date a man that made 5?
Yeah, I would. Maybe.
Okay. All right, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh, I gotta take my sweater off. I'm at work.
Okay.
You see my whole body.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
Now, a lot of you women who believe that you're carrying wagons, you believe that this creates the room for more pool and more room for you to ask for a valuable man in the dating market. Nothing could be further from the truth. Respectfully, nothing can be further from the truth. Just being built good that's not going to just automatically qualify you for the guys who are 6-figure earners. You said you wanted a guy who was tall and dark. That's like the most desired physically attractive man. So you want the best of both spectrums. You want him to be the best he can be physically, and you want him to be the best he can be financially. You said that made him ugly crap, but I don't believe you. So again, this is a 100K guy we're talking about. He's going to see thick women all the time. There are always thick women who want to be involved with a 100K guy. You have to have more to offer just than like having a good body. And you see this often. There's always some thick nurse somewhere.
She want to make sure that booty turn around. That's what she want to make sure y'all see it.
She is average.
Okay, so Sharon's Cali,
There's nothing
30.
wrong with
What's
being
the
average.
age range you would date?
Oh, like 26, 27 to 45.
26 to 45. Okay.
Walter Rich. Morgan says she's overweight. Yeah. And that's the crazy part. It's crazy when like women are built really well, but you're still overweight by the BMI. You're still overweight technically, and it's just what it is.
You said you could have kids. When was your last relationship?
A year ago.
A year ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Is that guy option?
No,
Why not?
I don't know. Just fun.
Just fun?
Yeah.
They want to know, okay, wait, let me see what Zack Boogie's in the comment section. He said, Zack Boogie said, I ain't paying for her hair and nails and stuff just because it's required. Let a man choose to do that.
But what I got to do it for if I'm dealing with you? I can do it myself. I did it just now, you know. What you bringing to the table? Just dick? Nothing else?
You are really dumb. For real.
She says, if I'm dealing with you, like, why wouldn't you do that if I'm dealing with you? I've heard other ratchets say this. This isn't foreign to me, because I used to be up to my head in ratchets. So this ain't foreign to me. I'm gonna translate all this for y'all real well. Very well. Because I speak fluent ratchet. You have to do something for her to be in your life. I know, right? Sounds like light sex work, basically, in the framing. And the mothers do this to the women unintentionally. Black mothers tell their black daughters, don't F for free. Say I'm lying. That's your problem. That's where you messed up, girl. Effing for free. And that accidentally like builds this disgusting mentality where the woman starts to believe that she needs to get something from every guy that she deals with in some way or another. And again, Zack is right. He's going to come on. He's getting ready to come on to the call. But right now he's in the comment section, and he's right from the comment section. Men don't have to do that. And if you're really valuable in a person's life, you don't have to do that. You don't have to say these kind of things. He'll do it. Especially if he knows that it's something that's important to you or whatever. See, I think when we get down to the bottom of what this is about black women not knowing where their true value is, but they just want to get stuff. That's just the reality of this. Winston says, damn, that's hard to watch. And the proof is in Kendrick. Okay, I read that one. I want to make sure I didn't miss one. Jojo says, they hate patriarchy until bills are due. Then they want it. Yeah. She's like, independent woman this, independent woman that. I can do it myself. But if you're dealing with me, you should take that off my plate. It's like, hold on. What? See, you just heard a couple of other black women say this, and they didn't get checked. So you found comfort in something that doesn't have a lot of logic and reason to it. Let me help you. That's not how you abstract value from a man. That's not how you, and Zack tried to help you, and that's what we're getting ready to see. Zack is going to attempt to try to help her. But this isn't the way that you get. See, black women, they're seeing women in the dating market who aren't marrying at a 1 in 4 rate. And they're saying, how are they extracting all these value from these men? How are they getting these trips? How are they getting their hair and nails done and so on and so forth without having to ask? I'll tell you what, they're doing more than you. I tell you what, other women in other ethnicities, they're not in conversation and in negotiation with their men about if they'll smile or not for them, if they'll cook or not for them. They're not calling their men children for wanting to be cooked for. You a man, you can cook your own food. Hispanic women aren't doing that. White women aren't doing that. Filipino women aren't doing that. Thai women aren't doing that. Women in Tanzania for damn sure ain't doing that. Women, all the marriageable cultures, as we look around and we study them, they're all doing and saying things Western BWs don't say or do. And they're like, why aren't we winning? Why don't nobody want to marry us? What's the problem? Happy Thanksgiving. Eat good. Eat good. Celebrate Indians being treated like dirt. Go ahead.
What you gonna respond? Zack Boogie, this is like one of them battles. Like Chris Brown just came into the backflip. What you gonna do, Zack Boogie?
And of course, Kendra is a hyena, so she's emboldened by delusional rhetoric. She's yet to see the flaw in what this woman had to say, because now that Kendra G's out of a relationship and stuff like that, she's gonna move closer and closer to Ratchet Bumpkin as she used to be. Like, this isn't even a debate. And if you actually study to men advocacy thoroughly, instead of just stealing my talking points and Kevin Samuels' talking points, you would actually know what you're talking about. But all you do is come over here, steal the things that we say, so you can be a slightly better host. You never really improve. Slightly better. And then you go back over there and give women awful dating advice.
Columbus Shore and Chris Brown was on the same team. I feel like we had a battle. What you gonna say, Zack Boogie? Zack Boogie, can I bring you on? She said, what you bringing to the table other than DICK?
That's all I want. I'm a nurse. The comments is crazy. I could do for myself if I'm, saying the little things. You should be happy. I ain't asking you to pay my car note. Y'all out here paying for pussy, but you worried about the wrong things.
Well, hold on. Wait a second,
My
man.
dog died alone.
Wait a second. You're saying like this is the crux of modern woman thinking. They think that, oh, if I'm independent, I'll be a woman who's less of a burden, because you ain't got to pay for me like that, because I got my own. All I need you to do is take care of this, and that, Big Daddy. No, that still doesn't make us feel like a man.
I'm here to tell you
Like,
now, we don't care.
Like that still doesn't validate men. Like, we're not looking for an easier job. We're not looking for an easier woman. That's the truth. We're looking for the right woman. It's not like men aren't looking for a bargain. We're looking for value. We're not looking for you to be less of a headache, we are looking for you to be less of a headache than the last woman, but we're not looking for you to be cheap. Because we know what cheap comes along with. You get a cheap product, it's usually not the best product. Men are okay with paying. It's just, what are we getting? See, if you would have thought about what value you bring to a man, this would not be so complicated. Happy Healing says she's a fool. Awful attitude, bitter, no shade. Most people, man or woman, don't make six figures. Shaking my head. Find a man that wants you and handles business. Somewhere along those lines, yeah. Any man mess with women over 22 years old is stupid. Come on out, L. Like, there are plenty of women over the age of 22 with value. Like, see, if we take really bold, ridiculous stances, they'll blanket us as an extreme niche, saying that there are plenty of women, there are plenty of valuable 24, 25, 26, 27, maybe even 28, 29. Now you're pushing it, lady. You got about one more year left to win for real. But 22, that's right there in the pocket. It's definitely not as good as it gets, but ideal for most. Don, if my wife didn't cook for me and I called her mom and told her mom would call her and ask her, what is wrong with you? Or even come by and hit her with a slipper. I love that type of stuff. Yeah, come get her because listen, this isn't what I paid for. Could you get your daughter together? And I don't incite anybody being harmed, but I'm just saying, sometimes shoes have to be thrown in black households. Yeah, like and 22-year-old women are definitely not the cream of the crop of the dating market. Truth is there are valuable women over 30. There are valuable women over 35 and 40. Just nobody can hear them or see them because the chatter of all the other garbage women is so loud. It's the only thing going viral. There are valuable 35-year-old women out there. They're not for 31-year-old men. They're for older men who are possibly like getting their second footing in the dating market. There's a place for every valuable person in the dating market. Like every archetype in the dating market that has value at that age. There's somebody who wants to deal with you, but you have to know what to do. You have to know what to think. You have to make sure you got your therapy and that you're actually just ready to even get out there and do it in the first place. Relationships are difficult for men as well, not just for women. Okay. Notorious NIG says, the sugar baby mentality has made regular women jealous of 304s. Oh, you cooking. Unable to be 304s, they expect men to treat them like sugar babies. Much love, Arthur. Came through for a 10. He says, happy Thanksgiving. Much love, Arthur. Appreciate you. That puts us at 25. We probably not going to make goal, but we rolling. We rolling.
Okay. Let me just make sure me. This is your interview. Do you mind if I ask Zack Boogie?
Go ahead, Adam.
Okay.
Come on up, Zack Boogie.
Okay. This is our interview, so I do want to be respectful, but this is about to be good. Let's see. Zack Boogie.
What's happening, my people?
She said, if she with you, what's the problem?
All right, if I'm with you, let me choose to do that. Like
What you
a
choosing
man,
for?
we can.
Okay, wait a second. As soon as he came on, he said, if a man wants to do that, let me choose to do it. She says, what you choosing for? Because my choices are my choices. Because my choices are my choices. Because that's what I said. Just like that. She says, what you choosing for? Like, see, I find these fruitient slips more telling than the common person. When you say, what you choosing for? See, women missed the day where we didn't have any discretion at all. We were just all chivalry and we just wanted the woman and we were like, everything you do is perfect. Just go on this date with me. Now that men are discerning, men have discernment, and men are like kind of weighing the field out, women can't stand men nowadays. They don't want any of us choosing. They don't want us choosing fat over fit. I mean, they want us choosing fat over fit. They don't want us to see the difference. We're just supposed to see fat women and fit women as the same thing. Don't matter. Fat and fit, no difference. We're all baddies. We're all 10s. They see the dating market as it should be instead of what it is. They're like, oh, like you guys should want a woman who can come in and help you with the bills. But we didn't talk about what we should want. We're talking about what we want. Why y'all keep going to over here to the should shit? Like, it's so aggravating to hear modern women talk about how the dating market should be. Why don't y'all start to look at the dating market for what it is and what it's historically been for the last, 50 years?
We can see what we need. You know what I'm saying? We can see what you need, but it's no reason. If you make it mandatory, it's going to make me not want to do it.
If you ain't got it, just say that.
If you ain't got it, just say that.
You are really dumb. For real.
If you ain't got it, just say that. One of the worst shaming metaphors black women have come up with. They usually use it to shame a man who they shouldn't be shaming in the first place. Women who overprice themselves say, oh, like, well, if you don't want to pay the ridiculous ticket, you must not have it. Have you ever met a man like 50 Cent? A man who's proud to talk about how much billions and everything that he owns, all of his corporations, just to rub it in the face of every woman out there that he's not going to let any woman get anywhere near it. Matter of fact, the men who make a ton of money are they safeguard themselves the most. They're the least likely to be reckless with their money. That's why they got to where they are. See, if you really just slowed yourself down and thought about this, this would be more reasonable to you. But you're not a reasonable person. You're just a woman with a lot of attitude, a big butt, and an opinion. That's not going to get you so far. It's not going to get you so far.
She said, if you ain't got it, if you ain't here. She said, if you ain't got it, just say it.
Now, Kendra, I thought you were in support of Zack Boogie, and if you were talking to me right now, you would say, shut up, idiot. I am in support of Zack Boogie. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what me and Zack going on. I would say it don't sound like it. And yes, I am an instigator. I will instigate if I'm in a petty mood. I don't think you support Zack Boogie like that. I think he's there to help your platform. You look at him like every other black man that you know. It's just he's beneficial to you. You don't really value him either. You love seeing these hyenas bother him and bother other reasonable men. This doesn't make your show more entertaining.
If you can't afford to take care of her now, Zack Boogie, just say that.
You shouldn't even support this rhetoric. You should be trying to, if anything, get behind Zack Boogie. But no, he's a man working with you. So if a woman comes on attacking him and shaming him, you get behind it and like instigate it from a very childish and juvenile place. Zack, whatever you're getting from dealing with Kendra G, keep getting it until it gets good. The moment it's not lucrative, get the hell away from weird women.
I'm speaking from a man. You single on here looking for one.
Exactly. He said, I'm not, see, men, we're never looking for a relationship and looking to be in a relationship with as bad as a woman is. And it's mainly because we control all the cards. We determine if you get in a relationship or not. It's up to us to decide if you're even going to be in a relationship. So we're never as needy. The same, and you see how you guys hold the cards when it comes to intercourse, and if we're gonna have a hot and steamy night, okay, you control that. So you're usually more confident and more stoic in that area. Where you look at guys and say, calm down, don't be such a dog. See how that works? This call is gonna put into perspective how much black women value and respect black men outside of the dating and relationship stuff. That if Zack would have been a white colleague of Kendra G, he would have never received the bravado and the sly insults and the subliminals about him possibly being broke and not being able to afford her income, whatever. She'd never do that to one of Kendra G's white colleagues. But of course, black men, black women dealing with black men, just whatever. You broke, you can't pay for it. It's nothing but shame, sign language. Let's bring some wisdom on. Larry says, when he does get his own show, he needs to be a straight, honest forward with these women, no sugarcoating. Yeah, it's the only way. You can't help women with like doing it nicely. Men have been trying that for decades to talk to women nicely about this stuff. It doesn't work. Shock therapy is the best therapy.
You know, if I wanted to just settle for anything, I would settle for you.
If your strategy worked, you have one.
And if I wanted to settle, I would be dealing with one like you.
Look at what the men saying. Look at what
I'm
men
not reading
want.
the comments. I'm not even looking at them.
That's your problem.
It ain't.
That's your problem.
No, it's okay. You on here obviously looking for a woman, so
trust me.
You got options, but you here.
Let me jump in because I did cause this.
Does she know who I am, Kendra?
Huh?
I don't know
who I am?
you are. I don't care who you are, to be honest.
I'm not looking, first of all. Okay? I co-host the show with Kendra. You know what I'm saying?
He's like, yeah, that's why I said.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay?
hi, co-host. Still feel the same way.
I co-host the show with Kendra when she's out. Okay? And I come from a male perspective. So I was commenting on what you were saying. You was like, oh, you got to do this, 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 and this. And all I'm saying is from a male perspective.
And now, notice that he said that he's coming from a male perspective. And it's true. He's speaking generally. She's attacking him personally, but this is the way most men feel. And ironically, this is the way most women on the internet are ingesting dating and relationship conversations. They are attacking podcasters, particular personalities, and so on and so forth, but they stay very far away from the messaging. They don't want to talk about right or wrong. They just want to talk about who's an incel or who's triggered or who's hurt by their mother or whatever. Deflection tactics. Again, Zack never even made it, like, he never made it known that he was trying to pursue her in any kind of way. She just is going there just to insult him. And like I said before, if Zack Boogie would have been one of Kendra G's white colleagues, we would have never seen this kind of behavior out of that. And I'm really shocked that Kendra G didn't didn't defend Zack Boogie at all. I thought like they were cool. But maybe Kendra's cool with like people like broke shaming and money, like shaming her, people who she works with, shaming. As long as it's a black man, it's cool. If it's a black man, and then I guess Kendra's down with it, because I truly believe no matter how many black women you work with, Kendra G, you have a really bitter, ill resentment towards black men. And I don't know what black men did to you. I don't. But I personally think you have a problem with black men. I do. That's why like you allow these women to come on and talk to Zack crazy, and you haven't once made a statement like, hey, y'all, be respectful to Zack Boogie. Not once. Because I think you think it's okay for black women to come over here and disrespect Zack Boogie the way that they do. And say, oh, like you, if you broke, just say that. That's very disrespectful. Why would you allow somebody to talk like that on your platform about one of your colleagues? I hope Zack sees this and takes heed. Because you got to be careful what kind of people you're hanging around nowadays. Not everybody's for you. They just making money with you.
She said, what do you want them to do? And I said the little things is what I said.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not mandatory.
Okay,
I clearly could do it myself.
Listen. What I'm saying is it's not a problem what you asking for. I never said here, I said, but let a man choose to do that. When you come leading with that, it throws men off. Men, it's who
they're
are
not,
capable
they're
of
not ready
growing.
then. That's all that means.
Okay.
They not ready then. Hold on.
My dog died alone.
Again, more shaming tactics. Like, they're just not ready to deal with a ridiculous dating standard. They just can't. They're not equipped to deal with this. No, it's unreasonable. He's trying to tell you how men think. You just don't want to listen. Because you see a black man across from you, you don't want to listen. And that's just how I'm taking it. I hate to just go straight there with everything. But again,
So let me jump in. So I think what Zack is saying is men don't mind to do those things, but it turns them off if you say it's required. But Sharonda, you are saying it shouldn't turn him off because he should know it's required?
It shouldn't turn them off because it's just the simple things. If I'm asking you for, if I even have to ask, it's not even that I ask. If I do somebody, I usually don't ask, they just do. I'm just saying what I expect on my end. I'm not coming out like, oh, I need you to do X, Y, and Z. I don't need to do that. I can do all that on my own.
But I guess that's what I'm saying. When it becomes an expectation, it throws men off.
It's not. It's like
does.
what I. It's what I on me. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I need you to do this.
You can't talk for a man. You're not a man.
I'm telling you from me. You speaking. You asking me, right?
No, what you're speaking is what you want, okay, and what you require. That's all you can speak from. You can't speak from being a man because you ain't.
I never tried to.
Yes, you.
Now, let's break down what he just tried to give her, because he's right. All you're talking about is what you want. You haven't said you don't, but you don't understand what the men who you want. See, you just want what you want from that man, but you don't know what that man wants from you to be able to get that stuff you want. Same thing Mr. Samuels used to try to say, just in a more sophisticated and articulate way. Let's continue.
You did. You said it. You said for some men, you said it means you ain't got it.
I
It
said if you
means
ain't
this
got
or
it, you
that.
just ain't got it. Some men don't.
Ask
You're not
the
every man.
men. Look at
See, but it's not about if they got it or not, ma'am. It's about, do you qualify for it or not? Men who are rich choose to not spend $15 on a Denny's brunch on women all the time. And it ain't about the $15. It's about that ain't the woman that they want to spend it on. What you'll find out about real wealthy people, they're some of the cheapest people you would ever meet. That's why they're wealthy. They're thinking about every cent. But you don't know real wealthy men. You've never been around real wealthy men. You only seen real wealthy men on yachts and on Instagram. You think wealthy men are men who just trick. Nah. Wrong again.
what men are saying.
I'm not reading that.
Well, Sharonda,
Real men
let
ain't
me
throwing
jump in.
What
off.
men are saying. All
Men,
right.
men
Okay, let me,
appreciate expectations, boys don't. Are you reading? Because I'm reading the same thing.
wait, what happened? What did it say?
Some of the comments, go back up. It says, listen, where's it at? Some men ain't thrown off. Real men, no expectation, boys don't.
Is that a woman or a man saying that?
I don't.
That's a
You
woman
gotta come back and clicking on
saying
that
that. I
page.
guarantee.
I'm not
That's a
clicking on that
woman
page.
saying that.
I don't know this
I'm
comment
looking
stuff.
at
Maybe y'all know
Preco.
more
He's a
than me.
man. All right.
Okay, let
You
me
got
ask
it.
you this question. Let me ask you this question. Sharonda, so would you date a man, and if he didn't naturally offer to give you money for your hair and nails, do you say something to him? Do you break up with him?
No, I probably just silently remove myself.
Okay, so
That's fair.
okay, I mean, it's kind of going along what you're saying though.
Okay. So you're one of those weird broads. You're one of those weird broads who you just hint around to what you want all the time, hoping that the guy will just like shoot you the cash app. You're an idiot. And any other woman who move out here like you don't even know how to get money out of a guy right. Like, you want to be a user, but you don't even know how to do it right. That's the truth. You're supposed, I get it. I get it now. I understand now. I see it. I see where you're going. Which other kind of woman is like, after a long day of like being around a bunch of sick people and COVID and whatever, you get on the phone and go, oh, you know what? Yeah, my day was good. You know, I'm just hoping I could get my nails done. You know, I'm just waiting on my check to get cash. Hoping that he'll just rescue the situation. And if he doesn't, that's a demerit in his manhood. You're ready to like look at him as less valuable because he's not picking up on your need. You're not gonna say it because, of course, you would look as absurd and unreasonable as you are for it, expecting it in any other way. So you try to do it in a way that doesn't make you look shameful. You try to act like you are just moving and it doesn't really matter, but really it does matter. He's just supposed to know to do it because in your mind, when a wealthy man dates a girl, he's like, oh, she needs her nails done. I need to make sure. I mean, she's dealing with me, so I should just do it. Yeah, that's not it. And that's not how it's going to go. For most of you women. I mean, for the women who are worth it, probably so. See, there's a woman out there to where she's so feminine. She's like making the guy's life better instantly. She's not like pissing him off the way other women typically do. So when she like has a need like that, he does it, but he doesn't do it because he's afraid of like not being able to talk to her anymore. He does it because he just simply values her and likes doing things for her. He didn't need to be muscled or manipulated in any kind of way. And you trying to use these tactics to get the resources is almost like subconsciously admitting that you don't have the value to secure them. You don't have the femininely, womanly, marriageable value to secure resources. So you have to play games. And then you said you want a man who makes 100K, but he only has to pay for your hair, nail, and lashes. What kind of sense does that make? Because he doesn't need to make 100K to be able to have to only cover that. You could deal with a guy making 40 and he can cover that. But it's a reason that you don't want to deal with a guy who makes 40. Because later on, eventually, you're going to expect the guy to pay for everything, which actually makes you dishonest. You're trying to earn him and secure him by only expecting a little bit from him. And then when you get comfortable, you're eventually going to ask for the rest of the resources. This is all just a game to get him to artificially value your independence and what you earn financially. It's stupid, though. It's really dumb.
So what you're saying is if a man doesn't come out and offer, eventually you're just going to walk away.
Yeah.
But I'm saying a man is gonna step in that way.
Of
You are
course.
really
You know what I'm saying?
dumb. For real.
Well, okay,
But
well, let me ask this question. How soon do you expect it? Like within the first month of dating?
I don't really have an exact time frame.
Okay.
Like if you know I'm going to go do it, you're like, hey, what you doing? I'm like, I'll go get my nails done. If you throw a Cash App or a Zelle,
No.
that is what it is. I'm not expecting it.
Exactly, y'all. I told you. I told you. You got to just guess. You got to guess. You have to know that that's what she wants. Like, you know that I like to get my nails done. You know that I do it for myself. So, since you know that I do it for myself, why would you not do it for me?
the way it
That's
should
how
happen.
it is. That's what I'm saying. I'm not
shouldn't be
expecting it. But for me,
where
on my
I'm going
end,
to get my nails done today with my money. That's crazy.
I don't do that. Nobody said that.
Well, let me say this.
Jumped
So
in.
what if you just say, let me ask this scenario. He like, oh, what you doing today? I'm about to go, do a girl's day. I'm going to get my nails done and my hair done. He's like, okay, call me when you done. Would that piss you off? If he doesn't offer to give you the money?
No, because clearly I had the money to go before he even knew what I was doing.
Okay. So maybe it wasn't, the way it came across was, if you date a guy who's not giving that to you, then you're not going to be with him.
No.
That's how it came off.
No, well, it wasn't supposed to come off that way.
Stop
That's
lying.
how you perceived it.
Stop
Everybody
lying.
perceived everything different.
Well, that's how me and Kendra saw
Well,
it.
no, but hold on, Sharonda. We could write
That's what she
rewind the
said.
tape. You said, what will he be there for? What is he bringing to the table?
Yeah,
Just
what is he?
DICK?
That's what I'm saying. What is he bringing to the table? If you're dealing with me and you're not doing,
Now, if she believes that men only bring DICK to the table, excuse me. Again, when I say stimulation over substance when it comes to the way BWs think, and historically and in the present day, it's stimulation over substance. And then they turn around and say that that's all men have to offer. No. That's the only thing that you value. That doesn't mean that that's the only thing that men have to offer and black men have to offer. That's the only thing you value in black men. That's why y'all are already planning to pay your own bills for the rest of your life, because you don't think that a man should be doing it, because you never saw a man do it for your mama. And if you did, you probably had some disrespectful feminist viewpoint about it. Like you think she was a slave and she was unhappy and that she did all that sacrificing for you because she was miserable.
like, what are you bringing to the table?
I mean,
I know what I bring to the table. What
men
are you
men bring more than a pocketbook to the table.
I'm just, you can, but what else is you bringing? The most men only want one thing, right? So if you go into a situation, yeah, they do. You can make that face. Most men only want one thing. So you go into a situation.
Whoa. Most men only want one thing. Come on now. What are we? Are we 13 or are we 33? Men only want one thing. Are we doing that? We really doing that? Really? We really doing the whole boy? Really? We're really doing the whole boy? Guys only want one thing. See, this speaks to exactly how lost a lot of you women are and how far you are from understanding men. See, the easiest thing to understand about a man should be that he's more sexual and physical than anything. But y'all spent so much time avoiding our true nature and telling us what we should be that now you don't see us for what we truly are. And when you see it, you just think that we're dogs and that all we care about is one thing. When all men ever since the beginning of time have always been the same way. Yet you think this new batch of men, all of a sudden, this new batch of men, they got a problem. Like, and all of a sudden, all they want is one thing. It's ridiculous. Like, and I know what your logic is. Well, since you only want that one thing, you need to like pay for it. That makes you a SEX worker. Especially if you're like talking about your box in the transaction. Like, you want this box, you need to at least pay for my nails, this, and this. That's like a rental. Like, he's renting you out. And if it's been a verbal, like it's just that, and he don't have to commit to you in no other way, oh man, it's definitely like, you know, you're a trollop. Much love. Somebody just dropped a 50 in the super chats. Super chats are coming through. We can't make goal in the super chats, but I appreciate the love. Smoke O sent in a 50, says, guys, she deals with one. The guy she deals with want one thing. Exactly. And she's going to reveal it. She's going to give it up, Smoko. Much love. Thank you. You just took the super chat sponsor spot. Much love. Marison, we appreciate you, but he knocked you out of the sponsor spot. Appreciate you very much. That's Smokey's spot now. Smokey? Okay.
Situation, and you're like, oh well, if I'm giving my body to this person, like not for money or nothing, but like, what are you doing for me outside of that? Are you helping me level up? Are you helping me get money? Are you doing anything in that terms? Are you helping me go to school? Are you supporting me? Like, what else did you bring to the table?
Why does like all modern women out there, why do men have to help you be a better man? Why do men have to help you be more in a better version of something that's okay without him? See, these things go so far outside of the realm of nature. This is why dating is just messed up now. Because women are starting to think that, oh, well, if you support me, you should support everything I had going on before I met you. Who in the world lied to you? Who lied to you? I'm the one offering up a life. You're here to come get one. Why do I gotta follow you? Why do I have to follow you again?
I mean, men are more than a. If you just keep looking at men like a dollar sign, you ain't gonna go far.
I'm not looking at him like a dollar sign because I got my own bag.
Exactly.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
I got my own bag.
I own 2 companies, Kendra.
Ma'am, it doesn't matter if you have your own money if you're looking for men to pay for things that are far less significant than your bills. You don't know how moronic this makes you sound. You know what? Don't come in and take care of the things that are actually important. Come take care of these really ridiculous things that I have going on. Like, I got these nails and I got these ridiculous, ugly lashes I want to wear. Yeah, like, come do that for me. It's like, lady, you know how ridiculous you sound to ask for that, and then ask for a six. And you know how ridiculous it is to ask for a 6-figure man who is capable of paying for your little lifestyle 7 times over, but only ask for him to pay your bill, pay for your hair and lashes so that you don't seem like you're that much of a problem. You don't know how men think, lady. A guy who make 100K, he can pay your bills and he's not going to probably really feel it like that. He's not like, he's the last guy looking for a bargain. So he says, Thon, you gotta ask the, oh man, we got people telling me, cussing at me like, oh, I gotta ban you. I gotta ban you. Nobody tells me what to do on my show. Y'all don't get, like, y'all caught me on the right day. Like, I will cut this thing on and never press play on this bitch. And I'll just talk the whole way. Like, I'm that kind of nigga. Like, don't ever think y'all gonna come to my platform and, like, push me around on my platform. Like, straight up. I'm just keeping it a buck. Don't try it. It's not wise. It's not wise. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not. I'm open to your critique and whatever, but the moment you get disrespectful, I'm gonna show you that I'm a nigga from South Bend. Stop. Just don't do it. Don't come on my platform and try to tell me what to do. I'm getting a lot of these comments like, man, you talk a lot. Bitch, this is a reaction channel. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? This is a reaction channel. Go to Kendra G's page, ho, if you want to watch the whole thing. That's how I feel about that. If you one of them people down there who got that kind of opinion. Go to Kendra G's show and watch the original. I'll talk on this whole bitch. Like, I'll press pause and I'll just talk on this whole bitch. This is mine.
Exactly.
So I'm not looking at him like a dog. I
let me
just said
ask you this.
support and everything else. Is support money?
What do you need from a man outside of financially?
What do you mean? What I need?
What do you
support,
need from a man
support, emotional support,
outside of the financials? What do you need from a man?
Emotional support.
Okay.
You being
so what if he's providing that?
Being there as he should. If he don't, why I wouldn't be with you. If not.
Mikhail says, for the Thanksgiving show, keep up the good work. Much love. That puts us at 37. Much love, y'all. Appreciate everybody who does come through and support.
No emotional connection.
Okay.
It's not just money. Money is a bonus.
Exactly. But you speaking as if it's the end all be all.
I'm not, because I have my own bag, so why would I be speaking that way?
You brought up emotional support in this whole interview.
I just said emotional, like
you just did. I had to literally take finances out of it and ask you.
You did not.
I had to pose the question: if about money, what can a man bring? Before that, everything was about what else is he doing for me? If he's not financially taking something off your plate, that's what you was just saying.
Listen, I said emotional support. Now, what is the next thing? You just said you had to pull it out, and you didn't.
I did. Okay.
Okay, I will say this. Listen, whatever you desire, you desire. I just think I need clarity, because I will be honest, the way that it is presented, and you said it a couple of different times, if he's not providing anything, again, and if that's your reason, then it's your reason. I'm not trying to make you change it. But the way I heard it was, if he's not providing financial, then why is he here? Like, what would be the point of him being my man if he can't take care of the little things? And then you want to say what you just bringing DICK to the table. So if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But that is what I thought you meant.
But what I'm saying is, I'm speaking this way from my experiences with the men I've dealt with. That's clearly why I'm single now.
Why?
Because the
men
I've dealt with only wanted to do that and just wanted to be users.
I see what you're saying. So you're saying, okay, so now we're getting more to the story. So in your experience,
James Dent just took the CASHAPP spot. Kind of guaranteed the show almost for tomorrow. He got us at $80. Then Dean came through and said the nerve of her with those two emojis. Oh. Yeah, she was like emotional support. You hear black women say this a lot, but I want to be one of the first black men to say this publicly. Black women are not phenomenal emotional support. Like, they just say that. They say stuff like, oh, like, I need somebody who is emotionally intelligent, but they haven't thought about if they're good emotional support. They just say it. A lot of black men are dealing with, like, interesting dynamics with their woman. A lot of men are dealing with situations where their woman is almost like their heckler, like where their woman almost rocks on them and cracks on them like one of the homies do. They're almost not even a cheerleader. Like, they don't even do anything for the guy's ego. This is most black women. And most of us give y'all a pass, but you're still losers. We just give you a pass. Still a loser. Because again, you should be your man's biggest emotional support, and you should be his ego stroke. Even if you think it's ridiculous, you should be his biggest support. But a lot of black women, y'all tease y'all man every chance y'all get. Y'all heckle and flirt the way men do. Y'all be the main person right there to laughing at your man when he mess up. Like, black women are so masculine. They act like niggas. Even when they think they gentle and friendly or whatever, they act like niggas. They be laughing at they'll laugh at you like your homeboy do because they used to being like men. Adam Eugene Roseboro says, keep exposing these scallywags. He dropped 40 more. We way over goal. Now let's get it, y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Way to close the show out strong. I wasn't ranting so y'all would donate. I really felt that. That was on my heart. But thank you. It's nice to meet goal. If I'm gonna raise my blood pressure on the show, least we can do is make goal. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. Adam Real sent in another 5. Much love, brother. This was very difficult to watch Zack Boogie deal with this and go through this. It was. This was difficult to watch Zack Boogie deal with this. Much love to Free Agent 20. He just dropped a 20 as well. It's raining in. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. We're over goal. We had like 150. Very disappointing. This was very disappointing to see.
Men only wanted you for sex. So in your mind, well, if you only want sex, I got to get something in return.
No, because I'm not even, no. They wanted to be either they wanted sex or they wanted something from me other than like money, whatever, like help from me instead of it being mutual.
So can a man want anything from you, or is it one side?
I know how I am. I'm a giver. Like my love language is giving, so I'm gonna do for my man. My man's gonna be taken care of in every way.
Okay. Okay. Well, this is from
They always say that. I take care of my man in every way. This is not Beyonce catered. This is not Destiny's Child catered to you in a lyric from that song. Men need to know what you offer. You can't be vague. I'm just going to cater to my man in every way. There's an argument that between Destiny's Child and Beyonce, there are more single women and single mother-led households at the hands of these reptilian, awful public figures. Much love. Says, touch on Kendra G new video about being single. Oh, I didn't even see that. I didn't see that. It really, I don't know. I mean, I heard that she broke up with her guy. She was dealing with her dude or whatever, and Nigerian dude broke up with her. That's what they say, allegedly. I think everybody's far more happy about Kendra G losing. That was just one less black woman with starting a family, as far as I'm concerned. I don't like Kendra, and I never will. But I actually wanted her relationship to succeed. I did, and that's a real spill. Because I want all black relationships to succeed. You're not even really genuinely a part of this conversation if you don't want all black relationships to succeed in some way or another. You're an imposter here. You're here for the wrong reasons. Thank you for that. I'm not talking to you, Comedy Exposure, but thank you. I think there were so many upsetting aspects about this conversation. The fact that Zack Boogie got disrespected a ton, the fact that Kendra G just kind of played into it, and maybe she was just trying to make her show more entertaining. She wasn't trying to disrespect Zack. That's just how it ended up looking. And I don't know. I'm just tired of black men being in situations where, and especially I've been triggered since Kevin Samuels. It's like we get the worst. Like we're the most willing to tell y'all the truth and the information that can actually help y'all. And y'all got the nerve to show us your ass. And Kendra works hard to disrespect you and to make y'all feel small and that you guys are beneath her. And y'all still call in and say, Kendra, I didn't even think you picked me. Knowing that bitch don't like you. Interesting stuff.
Rhonda, thank you for being game to play.
Thank you,
This is your
Sharada.
interview. And you allowed
Sharada, how old are you? I missed it in the beginning.
30.
Okay. That's why. You got time. You got plenty of time. You got plenty of time. This ain't end all be all. You ain't met all the niggas yet.
Okay, now, Zach, I'm trying to be on your side, but now saying that she's got time at 30 is crazy. Now you sound like an old modern woman now. Like, but again, I like you, so I'm gonna help you walk this back slow. 30-year-old women out in any demographic don't have a lot of time. This is why our women are losing in general, because the old heads told them, girl, wait till you 30 to start thinking about men. And then they actually do that. And then they be like, why the hell did they tell me to do that? After it goes bad and after it goes south, they're like, why did they tell me to do that? Why in the world did I listen to these women tell me to wait until after college to start taking men serious? Not do what Kevin Samuel said and find your husband up in there, but wait until after. Get a bag, establish yourself, get a nice house that you think look good, and then think about a man. And then they say that this is good advice. And then when I say that the older women are personally invested in destroying the younger women, people go, what? What are you talking about? You're a woman basher. If you try to help, they try to make you the problem. The reason why Zack having problems is because he represents honesty in the conversation. Kendra G represents honesty with a little bit of boop, boop, black girl magic. Whoop, I see you, girl. I see you. I wouldn't trade places with you, but I'm going to support you right now. Whoop, whoop. Nobody get no, like, you know how useless that is?
You was dating in your 20s, okay? You just hit 30. You got time. You a nurse. You got time. You pretty. You see like you got a good head on your
Zach.
shoulders, but you ain't met all the dudes yet.
I know.
You know
I
what I'm saying?
said my picker
And
was
I don't
fucked
think,
up.
and just don't try to go through. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand you probably been through some users because the guys you was probably dating didn't have it yet because they was probably, if you were dating guys around your age, then they probably weren't at the stage of their life yet where they started to earn income. You know what I'm saying?
That could be a good point.
You gotta
Like,
understand. That's why I was like, because you're 30. If you was dating dudes at 26, 25, they ain't got it together yet. But you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying as you get older and you date older.
Jimmy Blakely says, it's that independent attitude.
My dog die alone.
Exactly. And men, we can smell it. You don't have to even talk. A hyena don't gotta talk. You know what she's thinking. She'll say, yeah, I got my own bag. And then proceed to say, pay my bills.
You are really dumb. For real.
Men who are a little bit more established, you ain't got to worry about those things.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, peace agreement. All right. Zack, thank you for coming on.
You know, I ain't got no beef with nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Beef is all.
See, because, and here's the thing. Zack wants to be a successful comedian. It's going to be very difficult for him to be like as honest as he wants to be. I see why he tried to do that whole, oh, you 30, you good. That's like, I get it. You got to get an agent. Not everybody's like me. They just gonna just expect it, hope that they'll be good enough and people will accept the content and the comedy. I don't blame you. With everything that comes along with this conversation, I don't blame a lot of black men for just kind of like having a foot in and foot out. It's just don't speak negatively about men who have put both feet in. That's my thing. And you don't do that. That's why I'm not talking about you, Zack. It's people like Abba and Preach, O'Shea Duke Jackson, a lot of other dudes. They put their foot in and out of RP spaces so that they can like safely exist in both. And then when it's safe to criticize RP content, they do it. And then when it's safe to support RP content, they also do it. So you can like do both. That I don't really like. That I don't like. That's being very disingenuous. Somebody says, yeah, he was trying to be nice, but again, in black society, being nice to a black woman, I'm closing here. In society, being nice to black women, especially in the black community, being nice to a black woman is lying to her, telling her that she's magic. Black women are not magic. We got to stop saying that. That's something that's got to stop. You're not magic. You're just like every other woman. You just have the most genetic diversity than any other woman on the planet. That's about as special as you get. Please stop it. You guys are not magic. Ain't nothing magical about you. Sorry. I know that hurts. They made up all them sayings and songs and shit for nothing. You're not magic. You're women. Some of the best looking women in the dating market too, just to turn around and be the most unmarriageable. There's work to do. But nobody's giving you credit where you didn't do. And nobody's giving their resources up to you guys for nothing or for reasons that aren't clear. Like you just say, oh, I got my own bag. That's not a good reason for a man to want to, just because he knows you're capable of paying for your own way, that doesn't mean he's going to be more inclined to pay your way. That's foolish. There are women who are 500 pounds who can pay for their own nails, lashes, and hair. There are women who can't cook. I seen one woman on TikTok, and she was like one of the finest women I've ever seen. And whatever reason, Mother Nature just screwed her. She had like a chicken wing or something. It was like one of them chicken wing arms. It was awful. She had a chicken wing. It was terrible. But she was like a baddie. And I was just thinking like, oh my goodness. Like without that chicken wing, she's having a whole different experience out here in the dating market. Like so many things can put a woman at a disadvantage in the dating market. Tons of things. But again, it doesn't mean that they can, like, and it was crazy. I was sitting here thinking, I was like, the whole time I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, man, can she still ask for 100K with the chicken wing? I don't know. But all I know is not every woman can ask for the highest value man in the damn dating market. There are certain things, there are certain places where you can be in the dating market, a certain age you could be at in the dating market, where 6-figure guys, they're just not possible for you anymore. Zach telling the girl to wait till she was 30 and that she's got enough time at 30 to figure it out. Okay, that was the only bit of bad advice, but y'all don't got to go hard on Zach. That was the only bit of bad advice he offered the whole time. And I'm pretty sure you got to be a little bit delusional to be dealing with Kim. Seriously. She can't read. She don't like black men. She can't spell or talk. Yes, she finds black people to want a constituent with her. But listen. It is what it is. Somebody says they can be magic. They can be AIDS in life. Please, no. No, they can't. Black women are not magic. We got to stop saying stuff like that. What's magical about like being the most rebellious group of women in the dating market, being the most aggressive, quick to fight, quick to anger, quick to let somebody know you ain't the one, always cutting up at Popeyes and at the gas station, everywhere you go. There's a black woman trying to be seen. Shit's not magic. It's disturbing is what it is. There aren't a lot of people out there who will really be honest, impress black women. That's why like Kevin Samuels has such a hard time being a men's advocate, because everything about him gave off, I don't care nothing about what these bras talking about, man. Like when black men like us step up and we're just really unfazed and we're fearless, we're the most disrespected. And Zach, you're gonna find out the more candid you get with black women, the more honest you get with them, the more they are going to push back, try to hurt your comedy. I really think you should just do it safe. Lie. Be like Kendra. Lie and pander. If you want to be an uber successful comedian really, really fast, lie to black women. You can't tell them the truth and get their support a lot of the times. That's why I'm shocked that we have so many black women supporting this channel. Because again, we speak so candidly over here. We make you laugh, but we also get in your face. That I really am surprised that so many black women come over here and rock with us. They do, and I really appreciate it. I value it. But it's a very hard task. It's not easy to just stand up here and talk about everybody's mamas, aunties, grannies, and so on and so forth. Knowing you have your own mamas, grannies, and aunties and whatever, but it's not. I'm not saying it the way RP critics saying it. I'm saying it that I have some level of empathy. Like I'm a humanist probably before I'm a men advocate or before I'm a dating and relationship coach. I'm just a people person. I'm a humanist. I love people. I love the dynamics between us, learning about us, what makes us tick. And And again, these conversations can help everybody become better people and better in their relationships. But as long as we got women like this avoiding it and disrespecting us, black men, withhold your knowledge, withhold your intellect. Do not give your conversation energy away free to people who are not willing to listen to you, especially a lot of these hyenas who don't even value black men. And everything that we say goes in one ear and out the other. Don't do it. Don't waste your time. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I appreciate you guys, everybody who supported right there at the last minute and literally saved the show and sponsored tomorrow's show. Much love. Thank you for coming through and being supportive. And I'll be back with some more work tomorrow. I hope that you guys enjoyed the show. I enjoyed it thoroughly. There were some funny parts in there. I had a good time on today's show. The show was pretty interesting today, especially our first caller. But our feature presentation really disturbed me. Didn't think we could have a woman step on that many landmines in one call. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with some more work. Arletta had a balloon pop show. We're probably going to react to that. But either way, we have more work coming for you guys this week because you guys sponsored the show. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the platform. Also hit the like button and hit the notification bell so you get notified every single time we go live. It's usually around 2 p.m. If I'm running a little bit late, it'll be around 2:34. All right. Y'all be good. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Don't overeat and don't argue too much with your family, okay? You only got to deal with them for one day. I'll see y'all on the next one. Take care.